We're trying to provide value to our clients, and you can't always do that natively. When I'm looking from a selling perspective, especially in this context for private label or white label services, I'm looking for partners that have an existing client base that's serviceable, meaning that they already have a stable of clients. Usually in that type of environment, these partners are either looking to automate what they're doing. So it is branded as their service, it's contracted as their service. We have a few different types of partnerships. We have our referral and channel partnerships where AMI is contracting directly with the end client. In a white label or private label environment, we're actually providing our services to the partner, right? Yeah, when we look at private label partnerships, we don't look at it at a transaction level. We look at it as a relationship level. If you're just looking to do one or two opportunities or transactions, that's not a white label partnership on our side. You're really looking at a marriage. We look at this as a 5-10 year relationship, not a transaction by transaction relationship. Our job is to automate the busy work, provide enterprise grade technology and services, and really enable those businesses to scale. We're able to automate those and take that off their plate through automation, but still give them control over their ordering capabilities and provide that Amazon-like experience to their end clients. Another example is we work with a lot of contingency firms in the telecom and utility space. And these firms often use our technologies for a few reasons. If you've never done it before and it's taken us many years to perfect it, well, they get to leverage our expertise and the processes and the assembly line that we've built to make that turnkey and offer new revenue opportunities above and beyond what their core services dictate. I may be eating these words in 6 months, but we've spent many years developing AI solutions, and we still haven't found the level of granularity that we require. We take all the headaches out of doing invoice retrieval, processing, allocations, auditing. We still monitor all that. And if we see invoices approaching a due date, especially in the utility space, that's one area where we've been very strong. They're paying several $1 million a year just in late fees.
Wow.
And how we turn that around to, hey, you can start negotiating early payment discounts. We provide all that technology so the analysts can do what they do best: analyze, not search for that needle in a haystack and all those other activities. So going back to helping them scale their business, we provide the technology workbench and the automation and the assembly line that allows them to do that, right? One of the big projects that we're really excited about this year is our ability to build new translators for invoices. We're going to be able to do this. And, in some cases, we'll still use EDI for supplemental data like CSRs and things like that. But we can always process the actual true native invoice. I think a lot of people think AI is going to do it all for you, right? But the way we really look at it is the purpose of auditing is to create flags that a very good analyst could come in and actually diagnose, investigate, and so forth. The purpose of auditing is not to recommend the solution. And I'm very wary of solutions out there that claim that AI does everything. We came in and identified and recovered millions and millions of dollars just kind of in that context of identifying errors when you're turning up circuits, making sure that it's turned up at the right rate, at the right time, according to the contract. Started as a client, ended up as a partner because we were doing such a great job on the client side. And they said, well, can you help us with this? Invoice processing is very soon to be a commodity. And how long it takes to actually do it at the extreme detail, not just summarize an invoice, but actually be able to turn that into structured, usable data. Well, I started in sales. And the reason I got into product was I was always questioning, why is it done this way? Why are we doing it this way? And I always ask, well, yes, we do it this way, but why do we do it this way? Are there ways that we can make this more efficient, whether it's from a client experience or our own internal? Always happy to talk shop, especially around these categories. I get a lot of calls from expense management firms saying, hey, I'm thinking about going into utility. What should I think about? That can be a very long discussion, or it could be a very short discussion and get halfway through. It's like, well, can we just use you? Yeah, of course you can. So figure it out.